Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Today was a day of, well, I could have got my camera out several times to catch what Jim was doing because he's the only one that did anything today, other than I did water my plants and I took care of the chickens and I potted the dog. But Jim actually, he patched a tire. He did this, I think, yesterday. Patched a tire. What it was is we have a tire that's got a hole in it on the sidewall, and he thought he would plug it, but then he thought, well, maybe I'll take it down and get it patched. Well, every place he went, they decided they didn't want to touch it because it was on the sidewall. So they said they could put a tube inside, but he doesn't want a tube inside. So he brought it back home, and he bought a kit to do the patch himself. So he patched the inside of the tire where the hole is on the sidewall.
It's not really a hole. It's more of just a small crack. Just enough that the air comes out.
So he fixed it. And then today he put the tire on. It's on that trailer that we had so many blowouts on. And then he had to fix the air. He was fixing the air compressor. And that he was spritzing with soap. Did you ever get it apart then?
I'm working on it.
Still working on it. He hasn't got that apart, but I was thinking that's another thing I could have put the camera to have you watch. But you know, it's a pain in the neck to take the camera out and hold it and let you see what he's doing and then bring it in the house and editing. Today, I watched a lot of videos. In fact, I was watching one now. It was supposed to be on food. I don't know whether it's on vegan food or paleo food or keto food. I don't know what food is on. They're talking about a lot of different kinds of food. Some are vegetarians and some are not. So it's probably a mixed bag of food stuff. I did that today, and there was another thought that ran through my head as I was saying that, what I did today. What did I do today? Let me think. I have to think a minute. Oh, I've spelled Tuesday. I remember it was about Tea Tuesdays. Today is Tea Tuesday, by the way. And a lot of you were drinking tea or juice or something else with your Tea Tuesday. And it was a day of just conversation. And I enjoy the conversations that go along with the Tea Tuesdays. I'm not having tea. I did have a cup of coffee earlier, and I've been putting protein shake in my coffee. I do have Ovaltine. In fact, I said to Jim he needs to buy me either the protein shake from Aldi's or the Ovaltine, whichever one is the cheaper, less expensive, I should say, not cheaper. Less expensive because they both taste pretty much the same. And I mix it with the creamer, which I had taken months and months to get off of, but I'm back on it.
Yep.
And only because I've gone to almond milk, and almond milk really doesn't have much to it. I was drinking the half and half, and the half with the coffee, and that makes it a lot creamier, whereas the almond milk is not creamy.
But something about the milk or the cream
causes me a lot of phlegm in the throat, and so I stopped drinking that. And now I just get the phlegm, normal day stuff. And that little nebulizer that I showed you yesterday is what I use to help break that down. And it does work. And I think it's because my throat gets very dry, or I get very dry because I'm probably dehydrated, and that hydrates you a little bit, at least in the mouth part. I had a question too. How does it stop motion? How does it help motion sickness? You know, I tried to find an answer to that, and I couldn't find an answer to that either. I don't know if it's something. I don't know. The only thing that I know stops motion sickness is the eating ginger. They say helps, and also pressure points on your wrist would help. But what it is when you're riding along, your eyes are seeing one thing, and your brain is moving to keep your balance. So your brain thinks that you're moving, and your ears think you're moving when you're really standing still because your eyes are focused on something. And so that's why you get the motion sick. I always sit in the front seat so I can see straight ahead. And if I'm in the back seat, I like to sit on the middle hump where you can see out the front window because it helps you not get dizzy. And when you're watching somebody swing, you're watching them swing back and forth, and that will make you dizzy. And if you go to the fair and watch the rides go round and round and round, you'll get dizzy. At least I get dizzy just watching that. And they said that it's a chemical imbalance within the body, and it happens to hit you more when you're going through your, oh gosh, this part that I always get embarrassed when I have to say stuff like this. It's when girls are starting to get mature, they will get more dizzy than not because of their hormone imbalance. And it's usually when it hits you during, I guess, puberty would be the word. Like little kids can usually spin, and their eyes don't even shimmy. But when they hit to a certain age, all of a sudden they can't spin anymore like that because they start to get motion sick. And that's what seemed to happen. Except I've had motion sickness all my life. Well, now I guess I'm done. Now that I've embarrassed myself, hopefully I haven't embarrassed you over on the other side of this lens. And I will talk to you all again at another time. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.